Do you understand English very well? You watch movies, you listen to podcasts, you understand no problem. But then when it's time to speak, your brain switches off. You know the words, but you can't use them. You want to talk, but no words come out. It's frustrating. And if this is happening to you, don't worry, you're not alone. And in today's lesson, I'm going to explain why this happens. So keep listening because I'm also going to tell you how to fix it. Hi, my friend. Hello, welcome back to another session of English practice. And today we're going to continue our lessons about speaking and fluency. Now, before we start, I need to know, do you understand English well, movies, podcasts, YouTube videos, but when it's time to speak, your brain freezes? Do you know the words but can't put them together in real conversations? If you said yes, you are not alone. This is one of the biggest problems learners face. And today I'm going to show you why it happens and, more importantly, how to fix it. So first, let's look at the difference between understanding and speaking. Understanding English is passive. You listen, you read, you take in information. But speaking English is active. To speak, you have to do many things at once. You have to think of the right words, organize your ideas, build sentences, say them with the right sounds, and do it fast, in real time. That's why speaking feels hard even for advanced learners. But here's the good news. Speaking is not about talent. It's not about having a special brain. It's a skill, like cooking, swimming, or playing the guitar. Skills improve when you practice them the right way. So today I'll give you 6 practical tips that will help you use your voice in English every single day. And the first tip is, don't wait for perfect grammar. Most learners wait. They say, I'll speak when my grammar is perfect, but perfect grammar doesn't exist. Even native speakers make mistakes. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is clarity. Can people understand you? If yes, you're already successful. Fluency with mistakes is always better than silence with perfect grammar. For example, yesterday I go to the park. Wrong grammar, but the meaning is clear. Everyone understands. Yesterday I went to the park. So remember, speak first, polish later. And when you speak, you may make mistakes. It's normal. And you can also ask for feedback from your friends or teachers. This brings me to the next point. If you are practicing alone, you don't have anyone to correct you. So what should you do? Well, I'll tell you. But first, let's move on to the next tip. Tip 2. Learn chunks, not just words. Memorizing single words is slow and unnatural. Real English is built with chunks. These are small, ready-made phrases. I already gave you some examples. I'm a bit busy right now. I've got a lot on my plate. That sounds great. Can I help you? When you learn chunks, you don't have to stop and translate. You already have the phrase in your brain ready to use. So how to learn chunks? Very simple. First, listen to real English. Watch movies, shows, listen to podcasts. Write down useful phrases. Repeat them out loud. Use them in your life. And the more chunks you know, the more natural and confident you will sound. Tip number 3. Speak to yourself. Maybe you don't have a partner. Maybe you don't live in an English-speaking country. That's okay. You can still practice by speaking to yourself. Maybe it sounds funny, but it works. Why? Because you can practice anywhere, anytime. So talk about anything. Talk about what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I'm opening the window. Talk about your day. I feel tired. I have a meeting at 10. Ask yourself questions. What do I want for dinner? How can I learn faster? Role-play conversations. Hello, how can I help you? Yes, I'd like a coffee, please. Speaking to yourself helps you think faster, stop translating, and build fluency without stress. It's like a gym workout, but for your brain and your mouth. And if you want to learn English faster, you need to practice more. But maybe you don't have time. Maybe you're very busy. That's why I have a special gift for you. Now, before I tell you what it is, let me share another important idea. To speak well, you need to be relaxed. You cannot be nervous and speak at the same time. And this brings us to tip 4. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Look, everyone makes mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes. You make mistakes. I make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. When you make a mistake, don't get upset. Just laugh and correct yourself. People will understand. They've made mistakes too. Don't let fear control you. Instead, let your passion for English guide you. Tip number 5. Slow English for fluency. Our brains work like computers. If you want to write something complicated, you open a complicated program. If you want to find a photo on your computer, you open the photo. Same with speaking. If you want to speak quickly and fluently, you need to use a special tool. We call it slow English. Slow English is a special type of English with simpler words and slower speed. It's perfect for learning new vocabulary and fluency. Why? Because when we speak slowly, we think more clearly. Our brain processes only one or two ideas at a time, so it's easier to organize our thoughts and say them out loud. This is the best way to learn new things and speak with less anxiety. And this is exactly how my students learn English with me. They start with slow English. Then step by step, they move to real speed. It's a safe and easy way to become fluent much faster. Tip number 6, shadowing. Now this is a special technique that I love. All you need is any video or audio where someone is speaking. For example, let's take this video. Then simply listen and repeat after me. At first, you will not be able to repeat everything word by word. That's normal. Maybe you will understand what I'm saying and maybe you can repeat some parts. That's fine. But over time, with practice, you will be able to repeat faster and faster. Shadowing helps you train your pronunciation, intonation, stress, and at the same time you learn new vocabulary in chunks. It's a win-win situation, so how often should you practice shadowing? Every day. It takes only 5 to 10 minutes. And if you want to improve your speaking skills, this is one of the best techniques. And by the way, if you want to download my full step-by-step course, Slow English for Fluency, it's completely free. The link is in the description below. Look, speaking English well is not about luck or being smart. It's about good instruction, practice, and time. With the right approach, you can improve your speaking skills and communicate with confidence. Remember, progress doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that requires patience and dedication. Don't get discouraged by temporary setbacks. Instead, embrace them as opportunities for growth and learning. Stay committed to your goals and celebrate every milestone you achieve. Okay, now I have a question for you. What is your biggest challenge in speaking English? I would love to know. Please leave a comment below. I read all the comments. And of course, if you like the lesson, please hit the like button. Hey there, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to our channel where slow English for fluency and shadowing meets pop culture. Our mission is to help you learn English fast. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you already know why you might find yourself understanding English well but struggling to speak. It's because you need to start thinking in English. But don't worry, we've got you covered today. I'll share 6 unique tips to train your mind for English, making it easier to switch from listening to speaking. And if you stick around until the end, I have a special treat for you. Make sure you watch the whole video so you don't miss out. Also, if you're looking for a structured approach to improve your English fast, check out our online program. Let's dive into those tips. Now, if you've watched our videos before, you've already learned these 3 important tips. So make sure you refresh them in your mind. Tip 1. Don't wait for perfect grammar. When you're learning a language, focus on communication, not perfection. Think about the main idea you want to express and use whatever English you know. Your grammar doesn't have to be perfect. If you're unsure about a word or grammar rule, don't worry about it. Just say what you think is correct. You can always ask for correction later. Tip 2. Learn chunks, not words. Learning individual words isn't the fastest way to speak. Instead, study common phrases and expressions. These are groups of words that go together. They're like small pieces of conversations. For example, I agree, I don't know, or let's talk about it. These are useful chunks. You can use them right away. It's much faster than trying to make sentences from single words. And remember, you don't need to memorize everything. Just pick a few useful ones each week. Tip 3. Speak to yourself every day. Talking to yourself may sound strange, but it's very helpful for fluency. Try setting aside 10 minutes each day to chat with yourself in English. Talk about your plans, your day, or simply describe what you see around you. You can talk about anything. It doesn't matter if nobody's listening. This helps train your mind to think in English, which is key to speaking easily. and it's a great habit to keep your mind sharp. So now let's move to the next step. These tips will help you practice smarter and make your English sound more natural. Tip 4. Use AI for real conversations. We live in an amazing time. You don't need to wait for a native speaker or join an expensive class. Today, you can practice English with AI. That means artificial intelligence, tools like ChatGPT, Pi, or Copilot. They can talk with you, answer your questions, and even correct your sentences. Now, why is this powerful? Well, first of all, AI never gets tired. You can chat with it for hours without a break. Secondly, AI never judges your mistakes. It's always patient and ready to help. And thirdly, AI is available anytime. It's just a click away. So here's how you can use AI for real conversations. Start simple. Hi, I'm learning English. Can we practice? Then you can role play. Let's practice a conversation in a cafe. You can also ask it to help you. Please fix my sentences. Or when you're not sure about a word, you can ask, what does that word mean? And if it's going too fast for you, just say, can you speak more slowly? With AI, you're not just studying English. You're really using it in real conversations. And the more you do this, the faster your brain learns to think in English. Now let's look at 3 more tips to help you think in English. Tip 5. The 4-3-2 technique. This is a very effective method to build fluency. Let me explain. First, choose a topic. It could be something you did today, a story you read, or a podcast you listen to. Then speak about it for 4 minutes. Go slowly, add details, and make sure you understand what you're saying. After that, speak about the same topic for 3 minutes. A little faster, more focused. And finally, speak again for 2 minutes. Now you should be speaking smoothly and confidently. So why is this so powerful? Because every time you retell the story, your brain organizes the words better. You become faster and more confident. For example, the first time you might say, yesterday I went to the store and I bought some bread and milk. I also picked up some fresh fruit. It was a nice shopping experience. 4 minutes is enough to organize your thoughts and talk comfortably. Then for the 3-minute version, you can say, yesterday I went to the store and bought bread, milk, and fruit. This is a bit faster and has fewer details. Finally, for the 2-minute version, you can say, I went to the store. In the end, you're using less words, but they have more impact. Try this technique 3 times a week. Record yourself and compare. You'll hear the progress. Tip 6. Transform one sentence into many. This tip is simple, but very effective. Take one basic sentence and practice changing it in different ways. For example, I went to the store. Now expand it. I went to the store yesterday. I went to the store yesterday to buy some bread. I went to the store, but it was closed. Guess what? I went to the store and met an old friend. You can also change the grammar. I'm going to the store now. I've just been to the store. If I had gone earlier, I wouldn't be hungry now. And you can change the subject. My sister went to the store. Nobody went to the store, so we ordered food. This kind of practice teaches you flexibility. You learn how to add details, change emotions, and use grammar naturally. It's not about memorizing, it's about creating. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. If you found these tips helpful, let us know in the comments. And if you want more ideas, we have a playlist full of videos on how to start speaking English. The link is in the description below. I hope you liked the video. See you soon. Bye. Hello, welcome back, my friends. Are you like me? When I was young, did you understand more English than you could speak? Can you relate to that? Did you think I get everything, but when I try to talk, don't worry. I know why this happens, and today we will fix it. Yes, you will finally understand how to turn your silent understanding into confident speaking. We have 6 powerful tips and then 2 incredible bonuses. So let's dive right in. Tip No. 1. Slow English. You have probably studied English for many years. Maybe you watch movies and TV shows in English, but your speaking is still slow, and that is normal because speaking fast is a skill. It's like running. Most people cannot run a marathon without training. You need to learn how to speak fast. But how? First, you need to start with the right English. Most learning materials are too complex. They teach you difficult grammar rules and new words you may never use. Instead, you need real conversational English. So forget grammar rules. Instead, focus on chunks. A chunk is a group of words that go together. They are the basic building blocks of natural speech. For example, instead of saying, I am going to the store, you can say, I'm off to the store, or I'm heading to the store. Much faster, much easier. That is why our lessons are based on real English conversations, real conversations. We use special tools to find exactly how native speakers talk about everyday topics. Then we simplify that language for you, taking out complex grammar, giving you chunks and useful words so you can learn to speak fluently without getting confused by complicated rules. Tip No. 2. Use your voice. We were not born knowing how to speak. We learned it by copying adults around us. When we were kids, we repeated words, phrases, and sentences over and over until we got it right. Our brains are like sponges. We absorb things best by doing them. Don't just sit and study. Get up and use your voice. Try talking to yourself. It might sound strange, but it helps your brain get used to speaking. There is nothing wrong with talking to yourself. In fact, it's great preparation for talking with other people. Of course, you don't have to talk about your whole life story. Just repeat a few sentences. Imagine yourself in a real conversation. Say what you might say in that situation. It's like practicing in private before you play in front of an audience. Tip number 3, 4, 3, 2 method. This tip will help you speak faster and more naturally. What do the numbers 4, 3, 2 mean? They tell us how to build sentences. When you follow this pattern, your sentences will be faster, more natural, and easier to understand. Let's look at how it works. 4, 3, 2, 4 is for main ideas. This is the important part of the sentence. It's usually what you want to say most. It's the main message. You have 4 parts to choose from: the subject, who is doing something; the verb, what someone is doing; the object, who or what receives the action; and the adverb, where, when, or how something happens. For example, she always goes to school early. Here are the 4 parts of the sentence. She, subject, goes, verb, to school, object, early, adverb. 3 is for linking words. We use them to connect parts of the sentence. We can use words like always, usually, often, sometimes, never, or can, must, should, will, would, etc. Let's add always to our sentence. She always goes to school early. 2 is for less important information. This is extra information. Sometimes we need it, sometimes we don't. For example, she always goes to school early. She likes waking up early. This is extra information. We don't need it to understand the sentence. So we have 4, 3, 2, 4 main ideas, 3 linking words, 2 less important ideas. Of course, you don't have to count in your head when you speak, but knowing this pattern will help you build faster and more natural sentences. Tip number 4. 1 sentence, many lives. When you were young, did you write the same sentence again and again? We do that when we learn a new language. It helps us remember words and practice grammar, but there is something better. Look here. I went to the store. It's a simple sentence, but let's transform it. I went to the store. That's 1 sentence. Now, let's make it more interesting. I went to the store. I had to buy some bread. The store was closed. I couldn't buy anything. Next time I will go earlier. We made 5 new sentences from 1 original one. This is a powerful trick. 1 simple sentence can become dozens of new ones. This trains your brain to think quickly and to be flexible in conversation. So don't be afraid to use the same idea in different ways. Change it, stretch it, and make it alive. Tip No. 5. Fast Fluency Formula. Now I will give you a formula to make your fluency fast and easy. Ready? Take any idea and repeat it 3 times. The first time, say it slowly and clearly. The second time, say it a little bit faster. The third time, say it as fast as you can. For example, today is hot. Repeat. Today is hot. Today is hot. Today is hot. The first time, say it slowly and clearly. The second time, say it a little bit faster. The third time, say it as fast as you can. Today is hot. This formula is very useful. It will help you develop your fast speaking skills in a simple way. Tip number 6. Practice. Practice. It's easy to promise yourself. Tomorrow I will speak fast. But how do you do it? You need a daily habit. How much practice do you need? Recent studies show that only 10 minutes a day is enough to improve your English speaking skills. So set a goal for yourself. Spend 10 minutes every day improving your fluency. And now it's time for the bonuses. Bonus tip no. 7. Shadowing with emotion. Many learners try shadowing, listening and repeating, but often they only copy the words. To really improve, copy the emotion. When you shadow, focus on 3 things. 1. Voice rhythm. English has a special music. Copy the rise and fall of the voice. 2. Emotion. If the speaker is excited, sound excited. If they are serious, sound serious. 3. Speed. Don't rush at first. Match the natural speed of the speaker. For example, if the speaker says, "That's amazing," don't just repeat the words flatly. Put energy into your voice. "That's amazing. Why does this help?" Because real communication is not only about words, it's about feelings. When you shadow with emotion, you train your voice and brain to sound natural. You also feel more confident because you're not just repeating, you're performing. Bonus tip 8. Micro conversations every day. Another powerful strategy is to practice micro conversations. These are very short, everyday dialogues you can prepare in advance. For example, at a cafe, "Can I have a coffee, please?" "Would you like milk or sugar?" "Just milk, thank you." At work, "Do you have a minute?" "Sure, what's up?" "I need help with this report." At the store, "Excuse me, how much is this?" "It's $10. "Okay, I'll take it." These dialogues are short, but they are gold. Why? Because you will probably need them again and again in real life. By practicing micro conversations, you prepare yourself for real situations. When the moment comes, the words are ready on your tongue. No translation, no hesitation. Final motivation. Now let's put it all together. If you only listen and read, your English will stay passive. But if you use your voice every day in small ways, you will unlock real fluency. Remember these truths? Fluent with mistakes is better than silent with grammar. Chunks are faster than single words. Talking to yourself is training, not crazy. AI is your practice partner, always ready. The 4-3-2 method makes your English faster and smoother. One sentence can become many sentences. Shadow with emotion to sound natural. Micro conversations prepare you for real life. So, my friends, speak now, speak today. Believe in your voice. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. This is Tom from English Unleashed. Until next time, keep speaking, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.